Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to another edition of the Brooklyn Baby podcast with me, your host, Charlene Sabb. Happy Saturday, everyone. Well, this is nearing the end of August and it's approaching my favorite time of year, which is the fall. So my dad's birthday is going to be next week, which is August the 30th. And traditionally, when I was teaching, because I'm newly retired now, haha, but usually his birthday would coincide with the end of the first week of school when I was teaching traditionally, and it would mark the end of the first full month of school when I went to a modified track 4 year-round schedule. But that is not on my bingo card anymore. Hey, with that being said, the fall is my favorite time of year, along with the winter. It's the fashions, the cooler weather, the festivities. So I'm excited because my dad's birthday usually coincides also with Labor Day, which is the unofficial, almost official last holiday of the summer, and then the weather gets nice and cool, and I just cannot wait with the fall fashions and the shorter days and the longer nights. And I know but it's a lot of holidays, so a lot of people get excited about this time of year coming up, fall and winter, as long as it's not too cold. Anyway, so this particular episode of the podcast is all about stress relievers. Life is lifing, okay? No matter who you are, some of us have larger problems, medium problems. Some of us have the whole Golden Corral buffet of problems. But no matter who you are, as long as you're living and breathing, life is always going to bring something to you, some kind of problem. And if someone says that their life is perfect, it's not. They're not living in reality, or their relationship is perfect. They're not being honest. Everyone's going through something. It's how we deal with it, how we manage the stress, how we look at it. Because you can make lemonade out of lemons, okay? Just because life might be lifing doesn't mean you have to throw in the towel, throw your hands up in the air. You still should try to enjoy your life, whatever you're given, God-given, or whatever you believe in. I believe in God. But whatever your higher power you believe in, whatever the case may be, everyone is never given more than they can bear. Okay, so let's get into it. Before I get into it, I got to do a shameless plug. I am the queen of the shameless plug. People, we are on the precipice of me launching the Brooklyn Baby hair care and skincare lines. Soon I'm going to give you a notification that it is ready. Support my website, which I'm going to give you all that information coming up soon. In addition to that, I'm going to do a relaunching of my initial book, If He Doesn't Come A-Calling, Practical Tips for Dating. It's still available on Amazon, but I'm going to do a reprinting, relaunching, new edition, 2025, which is also going to be available on Amazon. So if you want the older version, which is not much modification, but the newer rebranding, reprinting is going to be available, and it's going to be republished under my publishing, Sabb Publishing. Hey, and all my other 2 books that I'm working on, Quotable Quotes 365, as well as Brooklyn Baby, the novel, which gave birth to the movement, the podcast, the merch, the hair care, skincare lines. All of that is coming out. So that's why I've been so busy. People who know me, just be patient with me if I'm not getting back to people, texting people like I should. I'm just, busy. Okay? And as soon as everything clears up, it's time for another vacation. Anywho, I am the queen of the shameless plugs. I had to plug my own stuff. So let's get into today's topic. Stress relievers. Or let me just say Charlene Sabb stress relievers, because what might work for me, I'm sure it's universal, but these are my top things that I like to do to relieve stress. And I know each person is different. That's why we're uniquely human. But for me, number one, I need to make sure that I have time in the morning to pray, meditate, be centered in the morning. I know it's so simple, but it is that simple. Just as simply as getting up, making your bed, making sure your bed is straight. To me, mentally and on so many different levels, getting up, praying, meditating, reading some scriptures, as well as making sure my bed is straightened, that gets my day going. My mother always used to say, "An unmade bed is not something to the along the lines of unmade bed is not a great way to start your day." So make sure that for me, my bed is made. Well, first pray, straighten up that bed, straighten it. Stress reliever. Okay, be centered, focused, and another stress reliever: positive mindset. Try to be as positive as you can, no matter what you're going through. Just try to let negativity and adversity roll off your back like a duck. Just try it. Try it. I know my previous episode or two, I mentioned getting out of your own way, and that ties into just, life is going to do what it does. Okay, but we can choose how we react to it, and just having that positive mindset in and of itself is a great stress reliever. In addition to that, do something for yourself. Do something. You heard me just say, as soon as I get these passion projects and books and these businesses launched and everything like that, I'm going to take another vacation for myself, do something for myself. And so a trip, a vacation, it could be out of the country, it could be in the country. Do whatever your budget allows you to do. It doesn't even have to break the bank. You could go, here, let me just speak for where I'm living in North Carolina. We have something from each quadrant of the state of North Carolina. I can go out east and enjoy some of our lovely beaches. I'm a beach person. I know not far from where I live, we have Falls River, excuse me. A lot of times I like to sit out. So my point is, you don't have to break the bank to take a trip. A trip could be a staycation in your own city, state, your locale, or you may want, if your budget allows, do something more extravagant, whether it's out of the country, out of the city, out of the state, going to a beach location. Even if you go for the day, if you could afford to stay the night, do you, but personally for me, if I'm going to the beach, I like to spend some time there, get a nice villa or condo, or stay on a resort or something of that nature, and just spend more time. But if your time and your budget does not allow, you do what works best for you, your time and your budget. Okay, but just try to do something for yourself. Even if if your friends, family members can't come along with you, take yourself. I know a couple of years ago, it seemed like everybody was busy or something was going on, but I got in my car and I took myself to the beach and spent some time out there, had a wonderful time, and just, I did me. Everyone's like, "You really took that trip?" I said, "Yeah, I wasn't planning." I said, "Well, I wanted to go to the beach." So no one was available at that time, and people, well, they were working, this, that, and the third. This is when I was teaching. So for me, my teaching schedule, I was off for summer break. This is when I was still on traditional schedule. I took myself to the beach. I sure did. Had a great time, ate seafood, chilled, stayed the night, and came on back. Sure enough. Okay, so you do but I know for me, I like water, I like beaches, I like lakes, but especially the beach, and that works for me to go do what I gotta do. Okay, in addition to that, I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you all. Some stress relievers may mean to cut off certain family members and friends. Some people may need to be cut off. Okay, you might need to cut off. Look, all skinfolk ain't kinfolk. All family ain't family. And when I say that, not to be facetious, but let's be very honest with ourselves. Sometimes the company you keep and people who are around you can be a detriment. Certain friends may need to be cut off. Certain family members may need to be let go. And maybe that's what you need to give you that boost. And it's okay. Not everyone's meant to be in your life forever. And I had to do it. Certain family members, not immediate, but extended. Certain friends who I thought were friends. You live on this earth long enough, most of us at some point are going to have some type of Waterloo with people who we know and love, and we got to let them go. It could even be a relationship. If it's not suiting your needs, or a situationship, if it's not suiting your needs, snip, snip, bye-bye, see ya, deuces. Okay? It's okay. So that could be a huge stress reliever, getting rid of people who should not be in your life. It's like spoiled milk. Certain relationships and people have expiration dates, and they got to be tossed. Deep six them. All right, cut, snip, snip. Okay. Some other stress relievers. I am a foodie. I'm a foodie. So if I can get someone who wants to go out with me, or hey, I don't mind being taken out with someone who, and I'm not going to use someone for a meal. I could pay for my own meal, but someone I'm interested in, yeah, you could take me out to eat, and we can do it. Or, go with close friend, family, or take yourself. Okay? Take yourself. Like I said, I'm a foodie. I like certain restaurants I like to frequent. And if people are available to go with me, or if I'm offered to be taken, by someone I want to be taken by, I'm going to take it. Or I'll just pay for my own way. That's what I love about my home city of New York City. And I love here in Raleigh, North Carolina, too. There are so many nice eateries and restaurants and establishments. Ooh, this foodie girl loves, and I've been living here going on, 28 years now? And 28? Actually 27. This June was the 27th year. And so you take yourself out to eat. I know I just recently had a little spa time. Got my nails, my toes, they match like the lilac. Waxing for my eyebrows. Spa time. And spa time doesn't even have to be just for the ladies. Men, may get their feet treated pedicures. That's fine. Some men get their hands manicured, whether they want a little clear polish or no polish. On their feet too, no polish or clear polish, which I heard clear polish and having polish on your feet help to get rid of foot fungus. That's what I heard. Luckily I don't have foot fungus. I hope I never get that, but that's what I heard. So my point is, men, women, it's okay to have spa time, massages, pedicures, manicures, facials. I know for us ladies, we like to get our waxing for our eyebrows. Okay, that's okay. Even going to the hairdresser is a nice spa type of experience. It's a nice me time, connecting with your beautician, doing something for yourself. Just like, barber time for men, it's very therapeutic. I know a lot of barbershop settings is a nice place where male patrons connect with their barbers and other patrons and talk whatever they want to talk from a male perspective. And just like with me, hair salon has always been a place where I connect with my stylist through the years, or if there are other women who are there, we all connect. Because I know my stylist, Yvonne, she has been, well, of course, before my mother's death, she was doing my hair and my mother's hair for over 20 years. And so we're going on, 27 years of me being her client, so it's a blessing. And I just saw her last week, so it was really nice connecting with her, getting my hair conditioned, washed, treated, no matter how I'm rocking my hair, because I'm the queen of, sometimes I might want pieces, extensions, whatever, or rock my own hair. I like the versatility, clip-ons, whatever. I like to switch my hair up, so sometimes it might be my hair, sometimes it might not be. Okay, as long as it looks natural, it's got nothing to do with anyone else. Okay, but my point is that time with me and my stylist, it's really, I like it. I appreciate it. It's very therapeutic for me. Also, just keeping people around you, just kind of circling back to the whole notion about family and friends, talking, finding people that you trust, a safe place, a safe space to talk, someone you can talk to. That is so valuable. That's like the freest of free therapy. I know I speak to my dad and my son every day, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day. Okay, especially being newly retired, and my son's an entrepreneur, my dad's retired. We have so much time to connect and talk, and that you don't realize. Well, I realize, I don't know how you all feel about this, but if you don't know, I'm telling you, finding a safe space and people you can really connect with, who really get you and see you, and you connect and see them, that is so valuable. That's like, again, free therapy. If you, again, talking, finding someone to talk to. And if you don't have that, hey, pay for it. Therapy, I've never been, but I get my free therapy through family and friends. But from people who I've heard who have gone, you know, and I think health insurance might pay for some of it or all of it. I don't know. But if not, find someone you can afford to talk to. That's a great, huge stress reliever. Doing things that make you happy, basically that don't break the bank, that's not illegal, immoral, or going to put you in jail. YOLO. You only live once, right? Some type of hobby. I've touched in past episodes of different hobbies. If you like to do something, what we all know, I like to write. I like doing podcasting, vlogging. But what is your passion? What is your passion? Which leads me to my next point about passion. I know some people who are like exercise gurus, fitness. Like my son is a fitness guru. But this gives him his outlet as well. Okay. And I know for me, I'm not a fitness guru. I need to be in the gym more and try to exercise and jog more. Actually, I just took a quick jog before jumping on, and I had to get myself together to do this podcast for you all before I enjoy the rest of my day. Hey, but what I'm trying to say is exercising, whether it's walking, jogging, going to the gym, or a little bit of all of the above. Exercise it made me feel so good to jog and to sweat and to release those endorphins. And it was a good opportunity for me to think things through, brainstorm, so jogging for me, whether I'm walking or jogging, and the weather is so nice here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's not too hot, not too cold. It was really nice and very therapeutic. And again, like I said, exercising scientifically, it's a fact. It releases endorphins and people feel good when they're exercising and working out. So that's another stress reliever as well. Okay. So just find what works best for you. Find what works best for you. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a music person. I know I probably said this to you countless times on this podcast. Music. Sometimes if I'm cleaning at the house, or even in my vehicle, just, listening to music. And I think I mentioned to you all in past podcasts, I have to have Sirius XM. I don't want to hear static, especially if I'm taking trips in which I go far. I don't want radio to lose the satellite, or lose the radio station. So I just let me just have satellite radio. So I can't live without satellite radio when I get on the road. Whether I'm local, near, far, whatever, I'm spoiled like that. I need satellite radio. And now you can stream it on you could, not now, but you could always stream it on your computer, on your phone. I know when I was teaching, when my kids are working on stuff, they could listen to their music, and I would just play nice spa or jazz music in the background, and we would all rock out while they're creating things and writing or brainstorming, or graphic organizing. So I'm a big fan of music, and just sometimes have it blasting all over the house while I'm cleaning, while I'm writing, just music. Music is my therapy. And I think I can sing too. Did I tell y'all I used to be in the choir in Brooklyn? Anyway, we even made an album. I'll get into that probably another time, or pretend I can sing just as well as a singer. But yeah, music is so therapeutic. And I love all types of music. All types. But specifically R&B, hip hop, and pop. But there are country songs I like. There are rock and roll songs I like. Okay. Of course, jazz songs that I like. But top for me, R&B, hip hop, and pop. Okay. So I dropped a lot of nuggets here. So you just basically find what helps you. What helps you for your stress. I gave you several things that help me for my stress relievers. And basically you figure out what works best for you and just do it. But remember what I did say. Anything negative. And this can be a job too. Don't get me started on that. Y'all know how I feel about negative jobs. Especially in light of me retiring early. Even a job. I'm going to leave you with this. Even a job. If a job is stressing you out and you can afford to transfer, leave, quit, resign, retire, early retire, whatever, because these days, even back in the day, jobs can stress you out. It could stress you out. And if a job is not serving you, deuces, peace out. It's okay to leave. As long as you can afford to pay what you got to pay and take care of what you got to take care of, even a job. And I think for a lot of people who are working, jobs are, I would say, among, if not the biggest stressors, that people are going through, and they need relief from it. So if your job is stressing you out and you can afford to leave, to quit, or whatever, to bounce, whatever that means, and you can afford it and pay your bills or have your bills paid, if you got it like that, do it. Okay? Well, I gotta go. I thank you so much for being here with me. Like in my Jay-Z voice, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I so appreciate you all. Don't forget to share, spread the word, hit that like button. And I thank you so much for being with me today on a Saturday. And thank you for tuning into another edition of the Brooklyn Baby Podcast. Thank you so much. Mwah. And I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.